Hello and welcome to the channel, Cali Legends Media. All right, I'm gonna get right into this video, but before I do, I want to ask you, hit that subscribe button down below, set that notification bell on all, so that way you'll be notified whenever we do a new video or whenever we go live. Also, the likes. Likes are very important, content creators. It's a good way to support the channel. If you don't mind, take a second to hit that like or the thumbs up button there. Really helps us out. Okay, so this is kind of a reaction video to a topic that Blue Devil brought up, okay? Concerning Lefty Gunplay. Now, I know a lot of my subscribers don't dig Lefty Gunplay. Some of them can care less. And some of them just trip on him. Just the character that he is, the shit that he does, you know? Well, it seems that Lefty made a rap, okay, a record with Shorty Short, okay, who's a very well-known rapper, and he offered Lefty to come up on stage and perform that song with him, okay, the song that they did together. So Lefty goes up there, he does his thing, and when the song was over, he makes his way off stage, but he holds on to the mic and he just starts rocking the room, you know, walking up and down, getting the people pumped up, fired up. And if you look at the clip, they were feeling Lefty, you know. You could see a lot of the hands were girls' hands, you know, they had their phones in the air. You could see their nails. A lot of women were screaming for him. You could hear mostly women's voices, and the guys up on stage are telling him, "Come up on stage, man. Come and get with us on stage." And Lefty was like, "Nah, because if I do that, then you guys are gonna go viral, you know. Because I'm gonna give the people what they want." You know, a dude even jumped off stage to come down and get at Lefty and invite him up on stage, right? Now, Blue Devil entitled this this video that he did, like, is this the end of Lefty Gunplay? Like, it's over, you know? Like, he blew it, more or less saying that he blew it, you know, by doing what he did. I don't think this is the end of Lefty. Lefty's does so much outrageous shit and off the wall stuff, you know what I mean? It's gonna take more than this to get him completely blackballed or you know, put off by the other rappers, in my opinion. One thing it did do, it showed how risky it is, man, to have that young man up on stage with them, you know. And I'm sure they know and they realize it. They've seen him on stage before. They know how he presents himself. They know his behavior already. And that's probably why Kendrick probably didn't want to bring him up on any occasion, because he's unpredictable and he's uncontrollable. And some might say, you know, he acts out of line. You know what I mean? But you know what I've noticed is to the younger generation, all that's all good. You know what I mean? Once you get a little older, they're more professional about what they're doing and stuff. And it seems like the real young rappers are more, they crash out more. They do crazy shit more. Always getting busted for dumb shit, you know. Swifty Blue, you know, going around the school, fighting with kids or whatever the hell he was doing. I mean, Chito Ranas getting his ass locked up, you know, running around with a strap. You know, these guys are trying to make a profession, trying to do something, and they're still running amok and acting like kids, you know. And the kids dig it. The youngsters dig it, man. They're like, you know, they're into it. So maybe to the producer of that concert that Lefty was at, I think it was yesterday or the night before, but whenever he went up on stage, did that song, jumped down, and pretty much he took over a segment of that concert. You know, he even yelled to the DJ what song to put on so he could do that song. And yeah, when the song came on, the people went crazy. You know, the crowd went crazy. He knows how to get the people fired up, no doubt. But the artist whose concert it was, I'm sure, wants to be the one that shines. It's his concert. He wants to do his thing, you know. And I guess, you know, you learn and with experience, with how far you can go with an individual. And as far as ending this being a career ender for Lefty, nah, it's not. You know, if anything, what's going to hurt him more is if he gets time for those cases that he picked up. If he goes in for any amount of time, considerable amount, that's gonna throw a big wrench in his career, you know, and slow things up while he's in there, and he'll have to play catch up when he gets out. In my opinion, that's what I think. If anything's gonna hurt him the most, that and doing Scante, you know. If he don't let that go, I believe that'll be his the thing that takes him down, you know, because eventually, man, that the psychosis is gonna kick in. And sometimes I wonder, Lefty might have a little bit something going on with his thinking and stuff. You could tell with the way his speech is, the way he talks and jumps around to different subjects in the middle of a sentence. And I don't know. Maybe it's just being high. I don't know. But those issues are what's going to probably be his undoing. But doing things like he did at that concert, the only thing I believe that's going to do is going to make the big artists even more careful about letting them on stage, giving them those opportunities like the one that he had that night. And if he ruined anything, he ruined, I believe, getting called up like that again, you know, to perform with someone who's trying to get their career to shine, you know. Anyways, that's my opinion. I'm going to put the name of the video in the description portion of YouTube for this video. So if you want to watch the video that I'm talking about and you want to see the clip, it's one of Blue Devil. This is a reaction to Blue Devil's video, okay, and what he said, but also the clip of Lefty doing what I talked about is on that same video if you'd like to see. And it's pretty off the wall, if you know, as far as professionalism, in my opinion. But like I said, man, the crowd loved it. You know, they were cheering him on and egging him on and digging what he was doing. Now, if you look up at the artists, they didn't seem to be as thrilled about it, you know. And I believe OGZ may have been on this concert also. And Lefty goes up there and kind of like puts his arm around him and, you know, tries to get the crowd pumped up about him, points to him like, yeah, you know, check out homeboy doing his thing, pats him in the back, and then skirts out off to the back of the stage. I'm sure Lefty's intent was good. You know, he wanted to give his boy props and show his support. But I just think it was inappropriate. You know, dude was doing his thing. He was performing. That was his time on stage to get attention from the crowd for his lyrics, for his performance. And I believe that was more of a distraction. And I know a lot of you don't like Lefty, you know, but I can't help but hope for his success. Yeah, okay, so the guy's not Mexican. I don't care. You know what I mean? He's a homie, and you know, I just would like to see him go from where he's been to a good place. You know, because that, to me, that's what life's all about. You know, leaving behind the foolish things and looking for something good in life to cling to. You know, and maybe Lefty's just not ready to do that, you know. I believe if he doesn't, though, that's going to be what jeopardizes his career. This is my video for today, people. I hope it generates some thought. I'd like to hear from you in the comment section. I've heard all of the hate already towards Lefty, you know. So I just want to know what you guys think as far as what he did and how it looked and how it might hurt him, or who knows? Maybe you might think that it was a good thing for Lefty. I know one thing. Like I said, man, the crowd was behind him 100%. So thank you for watching. God bless you. God bless your families. People, please stay free. Stay out from behind them walls, and be out here and enjoy this freedom that we've some of us have worked hard for. Okay, so thanks for watching. Hope to see you on the next video.